Hello, everyone. Let's talk about the politics of policy analysis, implementation, and evaluation. We're going to look into how this is navigated in the world of public policy making. So, in this session, I've divided it into three parts. We're going to talk about the policy analysis, then we're going to talk about the policy implementation, and then we're going to end it with policy evaluation. And we're also going to explore the challenges, uncovering the political forces at play, and discuss why many remain skeptical about public policies, the ability to solve the social problem. So, the politics of policy analysis. So let's begin here. So the first step is addressing social challenges. So this process is all about asking the right questions and exploring solutions. For example, imagine analyzing a universal healthcare proposal. Analysts might compare its costs and benefits against private insurance models. They'd use demographics and economic data to predict societal impacts. So, policy analysis involved techniques ranging from the simple to the most sophisticated. So, for example, we have quick calculations like estimating the cost of raising the minimum wage by $1. Then we have statistical modeling. Think forecasting Social Security's future using complex data sets. But even with advanced tools, challenges do persist. Sometimes analysts lack data to link policies to outcomes. And how do you quantify values like fairness or justice? So, politics also play a role, even in democracies, right? Think tanks might frame findings to support specific ideologies. Or, for instance, one group might highlight welfare inefficiencies while another focus on societal benefits. It's a tug of war between facts and values. So the politics of policy implementation, right? This is turning laws into programs that work. So this involves setting up agencies or assigning responsibilities, issuing guidelines, allocating resources, and coordinating staff, monitoring outcomes as well. So sounds simple, right? But here's where the hurdles begin. We have challenges as well here. Miscommunication can happen where policies can be misunderstood. For example, class size reduction programs often fail because funding terms aren't clear. Another one is resource shortage. Think of the ACA's early struggle in enrolling millions in this Affordable Care Act, and to enroll millions without sufficient infrastructure. Then we have resistance, right? Ideological differences can block progress, as seen during the COVID-19 mask mandate debates. Then we also have bureaucracies, right? Red tape slows disaster reliefs, leaving communities waiting when they need help the most. And then there's cynicism. Programs like TANF, which intends to promote self-sufficiency, face criticism for being underfunded or an overly optimistic view about what recipients can actually achieve. So let's look at the politics of policy evaluation. So finally, we are arriving here, right? And this is measuring success. But here's the big questions. Are policies effective? Do benefits outweigh costs? Are there better alternatives? So when we're thinking about, does policy evaluation matter? We want to look at policy evaluation and how it seeks to answer critical questions, right? So, for one, did the policy achieve its goals? Yet, evaluations often reveal shortcomings, fueling public's skepticism as well. So let's talk about this evaluation as a rational activity, right? Rational evaluation relies on data and metrics. For example, welfare to work programs can be assessed based on job retention rates and return on investments. And then you have the evaluation as a political activity. And this is where evaluation is also political, right? Because outcomes can be framed to support or oppose policies. For instance, the DARE program initially emphasized its popularity rather than its limited success in reducing youth drug use. Now, evaluations comes in many forms. Two of them are right here. We're talking about formal research, which is controlled studies that compare outcomes like test scores of Head Start participants versus non-Head Start participants. And what we're looking for is the intended outcome. Did they reach their desired outcome? And was there any difference between those who attended the programs and those who did not? Then we look at practical feedback, and this is observation, or we can call it practical assessment. So these are observation from parents and teachers about the program's day-to-day impact, right? Because we need there to be an impact when we are creating programs from laws to help whether subsidize or relieve some form of issue or injustice, right? So let's summarize the key points. So, policymaking is an intricate dance between logic and politics. So, what's the takeaway? Over time, Americans have grown skeptical about public policy's ability to deliver results. So, this skepticism stems from inefficiency, political agendas, and even uneven outcomes. So, public policy faces scrutiny due to inefficiency and inconsistent outcomes. Rational policy analysis is essential, but often constrained by data and values. Implementation involves significant challenges such as communication, resource, or lack of attitudes and bureaucracy. And finally, evaluation reveals success and limitation, influencing future policy making.